Are you looking for the best sewing machines? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best sewing machines on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Brother XM2701 Sewing Machine. For a more affordable option, the Brother XM2701 sewing machine is our top choice because it performs well, has 27 different stitch options, and includes several accessories. Setting up the machine was easy and intuitive, thanks to a simple design and the included instruction manuals. The instructions included illustrations that were numbered, so we could see what we were supposed to do and in what order. The machine came with several accessories, including a buttonhole foot, zipper foot, darning plate, extra bobbins, and extra needles. There is also a light on the machine that illuminated our workspace. We also appreciated that the machine had an automatic needle threader and a jam-resistant drop-in bobbin. When using the machine, we didn't experience any jams, and the machine produced neat and consistent stitches on the testing fabrics. We found that we were able to comfortably use the machine, and it was compact, making it easy to lift and move. We did, however, experience issues with the buttonhole stitch. Even after consulting the instructions and a sewing expert, we were unable to troubleshoot the issue. Despite this problem, we still found that the machine performed well. Because of its price and features, we also noted that this would be a great option for a beginner sewist. Number 2. Serger Heavy Duty Sewing Machine. If you frequently work with thicker fabrics like denim or canvas or want to learn how to mend your clothes, a heavy-duty machine may be the best sewing machine for you. The Serger Heavy Duty 4452 sewing machine has 110 stitch applications, a drop-in bobbin, a powerful motor, and more. To set up this sewing machine, we simply had to take it out of the box, remove the plastic, and plug it in. However, one of the biggest downfalls of this machine was that it didn't include an instruction manual, so we had to rely on our own knowledge and our expert to use it. There were some instructions on the website, but they weren't nearly as helpful as manuals that were included in other sewing machines we tested. We were able to comfortably use this sewing machine while sitting down, although we did have to stand up to wind the bobbin. The dials and switches were clearly marked and easy to use, so there wasn't any confusion about what the purpose of each dial was. When sewing on fabric, the stitches were flat and consistent even when we used the zigzag stitch on denim. We didn't experience any jams when using the straight or zigzag stitch, but the machine did jam when we tried to use the buttonhole stitch. We did like that the machine has a clear cover above the drop-in bobbin so it could easily be monitored. This sewing machine also included accessories needed for heavy-duty projects like a walking foot, non-stick foot, a pack of size 16 needles, and a clearance plate. Number 3. Brother 1034D Serger. A serger, or overlock sewing machine, is a machine that joins the edges of fabric with 3 or 4 threads for a more professional look. Sergers also have the capability to cut uneven edges of fabric, a feature that standard sewing machines don't have. After our testing, we found the Brother 1034D Serger to be the best overlock sewing machine. This serger was ready to use straight out of the box, and we were pleased that it was already threaded. After unthreading, we rethreaded the machine, and although it was intricate, we were able to thread the machine using the diagrams in the user manual. Despite having no experience with threading sergers, we were able to thread it in about 15 minutes. The serger also came with a few accessories including metal tweezers, thread spool covers, extra needles, and a small plastic brush for cleaning the machine. While some sergers are large and can take up quite a bit of space, this one was comparable in size to other sewing machines we tested. It fit easily in our testing space, and it would also be able to fit onto a craft table or countertop. When testing the machine on fabric, we found that it was effective at serging edges. The stitches were evenly spaced and consistent in size, and the tension held up well. Sergers don't have buttonhole stitches or decorative stitches, but we did find that the flatlock stitch made hemming simple and easy. Sergers can have higher price tags, but this one is much more affordable than others on the market. We were impressed with its quality and ease of use, even though it has a lower price point. We do wish it came with helpful accessories like a seam ripper, needle thread, and scissors. Number 4. Brother HC 1850. The Brother HC 1850 is the sewing machine we recommend for just about every at-home sewer, but especially those who value convenience and efficiency in their sewing. It is an exceptionally user-friendly machine that we find to be suitable for beginners but also able to handle more complicated sewing projects that you might take on with more experience, and, in the words of our reviewer, I can't get over how easy it is to operate. Another one of our testers noted that when setting up for a stitch, other machines make it more confusing than it needs to be, but with this machine, setup was simplistic and pretty straightforward. This computerized model offers a selection of 185 stitch options in 8 different buttonhole styles, so you'll likely be able to find the perfect stitch for every project. Our tester liked the easy-to-read numerals on the digital screen, saying, "I find that the large light-up display makes it easy to find the right setting." Another advantage of having a computerized model is the denoted default settings. The HC1850 makes it easier to remember how you adjusted your stitches and gives you a reference to help determine how you should adjust them for a new project. In terms of adjustability, it has a maximum stitch width of 7 mm and a max stitch length of 5 mm, both of which provide a greater range of adjustability than many other machines. For reference, lower scoring products like the Jano Mod 19 offer max stitch width and length of just 5 mm and 4 mm, respectively. Number 5. Brothers CS5055. The Brothers CS5055 is a reliable sewing machine that is offered at an attractive price for those who are just starting out on their sewing journey. Throughout our testing period, our favorite part about the CS5055 was how easy it was to use. The stitch setup process is one of the best in the group, and it is comparable to higher-end machines such as the Brother XR9550 in this test. One of our testers said, "I found the threading directions clearer than other machines." You get numbered directions to follow for placing the bobbin and threading the machine, which is super handy if you are new to the ins and outs of sewing machines or use your machine infrequently and need a quick reminder before getting started. It offers a selection of 60 different stitch styles, not a lot compared to the 185 offered by the Brother HC1850, or the eye-popping 600 offered by the Singer 9960 Quantum Stylist. However, 60 stitch options is more than enough to cover your basic sewing and mending tasks. The computerized interface is easy to use, and our testers noted, even though the display screen is not backlit, I still found it pretty easy to read. When it comes to stitch quality, we found that this model produced high-quality stitches with most of our test fabrics. The buttonhole setup is a little more involved, but the quality of the resulting buttonholes